Hey guys, King of Charmanders here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And this is my video on 100 pink Rathian slain. Best event ever, day 1 review. 100 pink Rathian slain. Sadly, I didn't get a picture of 69. I was the original plan here, but I totally forgot about it and went past 69, so I was really sad. That would have been very nice. Anyways, honestly, I couldn't believe I was going to get to 100 kills on the very first day. I was like, wow, this is absolute insanity. This event was a lot better than Diablo's Invasion event compared to the, miniature amount of Black Diablos you could find everywhere. This was like candy. It was amazing. It was like Christmas. It was Halloween. Well, Halloween for the Pink Rathians, because on this day, it was Friday the 13th, and on this day, on the Friday the 13th, we were going to kill a lot of Pink Rathian. Well, at least if you went out to hunt everywhere, you know what I mean? Because Pink Rathians were everywhere, and more on that later. I hope you all had a great day 1 as well.
Think you can handle this many?
Well, might be tough if one more shows up.
Then that'll have to be the one I take care of.
What? You're fighting too?
I love Kingdom Hearts. This is exactly how the Pink Rathian event felt like. You were fighting it, well, it's not 1,000 Heartless, but if you all played Kingdom Hearts through 2 and you love the Final Fantasy series, it's an amazing series, and I love that dang series. But that was a scene where they were fighting 1,000 Heartless. It wasn't quite 1,000 Heartless, but I killed 100 Pink Rathian on this day, so I was like, you know what? Since it's Halloween soon, this is pretty fitting. Well, it's October event, so yeah. But anyways, this was the boosted spawns review. Absolute insanity. I couldn't believe how many Pink Rathians there were. It was absolutely nuts. I was like, holy crap. This is amazing. Like, I was in shock for like 0.5 seconds before my mind went back to the mission, and it was like my military mode went back in. I'm like, all right, it's time. It's go time. Let's go. Time to grind. Stop being in shock. Time to hunt. There were so many. You could hunt a lot even if you weren't able to play all 3 hours. Seriously, this was madness. They were like everywhere. I didn't have time to think. It was just one after the other. After killing this one, I drove to the next one. I drove to the next one, pulled over, bam, killed the next one, pulled over to the next one, killed the next one, pulled over. It was nuts. It was crazy. I mean, just look at my screen. There is 6 Pink Rathian. You kind of see it when I rotate the screen a little bit. The 6 one's at the bottom, but I kind of make this like little circle. So I could take out all 6 of these. So I like took out these 5 and then like went in a circle because there was actually more. And I started at a forest biome, but biome switch when the event starts. So I was like, oh. Well, I started at forest biome. I was like, oh, I forgot the biome switch. Luckily, this one was literally right next to me. So I was like, all right, let's go. And here's my starting Pink Rathian kill count before day 1 boosted spawns. So to start out the day, I did a 5-mile run to get ready for the day. It was cardio day. I'm not going to skip cardio. And you know what? I needed to run so that I can get my mind and body ready and refreshed for all this hunting I was about to do later on. I went out Pink Rathian hunting for about 6 hours before this event, before the boosted spawns started. And it was kind of rough because I didn't have a lock this time around, and I only found 12 before. This is in contrast to the 25 I killed the day before, so I was just like, you know what? Maybe I'll get a lot of luck once the event started. And I didn't get my clean screenshot here, but I ended up slaying 55 Pink Rathian before the boosted rate started. So in total, from Monday to Friday before the boosted spawn rates, I killed 55 total, which was a really good, in my opinion, and I was getting really lucky, especially on day 4 where I killed 25 of them. It was like, I was like, wow, I'm very happy with my results. And here's my strategy for boosted spawns day 1. Originally, I planned on moving around a lot like I did for Black Diablos. I still felt like I got super lucky with Black Diablos, able to find like three double spawns, but this time around, it was just like, it was a party. Let's party. So plans changed once I saw how boosted the spawns were for Pink Rathian. I was like, all right, you know what? Screw this. We can easily just change and adapt, and it was amazing. This time around, I was able to cruise from one Pink Rathian to another. Mostly stuck to housing areas and the mountain homes, which had plenty of parking spaces and sidewalks to pull over and take out Pink Rathian. It was super easy for me to just like, okay, here's Pink Rathian 1. Drive for a little bit, cruise for a little bit, take out Rathian, cruise to another one, cruise. It was literally just like cruising and just killing one after the other. It was absolutely amazing. Freaking loved how efficient I was able to be and just how many there were around. It was like, it was absolutely incredible. Like, the battles weren't that smooth though, because I was still trying to, I think, honestly, like, it was kind of annoying because I was really sloppy on a lot of my battles. Like you see this one, I normally don't get hit by the attack, but I finally get my mojo back, I guess you could call it, and I start going off and just taking out Pink Rathians left and right. But yeah, it was really annoying. A lot of them, like, it was, in the end, I was able to break off both of them. I'm able to break off both of its wings and try to target its back, but usually what I'll do, I still get hit right here. Usually what I'll try to do is that I'll take out both wings because of my part breaker setup, and then I'll ult the back and take it out. That should do enough damage for me to make 3 parts. But I had a rough time battling a lot. So not all the battles look pretty, but you know what? It was worth it. Everything was worth it. And here are some highlights from the boosted spawns in day 1. I found 3 Pink Rathian, a triple Pink Rathian spawns right next to each other. They're like, I was like, wait, what? I was rotating the map around and I was like, is that 3? 3 in one area? And I was like, that was awesome. And I'm like, this was great because it was at a rail station parking lot. That's usually empty on the weekends. I saw it was nuts. I was just like, wow, is that 3 right next to each other? I got like super excited and I was just like, I just cruised over and nothing was in my way. I was like, bam, right here, 3 Pink Rathian. I was like, yo, this is absolutely amazing. And I totally botched the first battle. I was like, what? I was like, this trio was super aggressive against me. It was absolutely ridiculous. I can't believe, like, it was, even though it was like 3 next to them, they definitely made it so that it wasn't easy to take him out. The most annoying thing about Pink Rathian is this jumping attack where it jumps and starts flying towards you. Especially for bow users or just any of you in general, it really knocks out your rhythm because it's just like right up in your face. So as you see here, I end up using my ult to take out this Pink Rathian and just ending up GGing it. And then I wipe out the other 3 over here. Of course, we got to double up. And here's my highlight number 2. 6-star Pink Rathian finally drops a Rarity 5 Pink Rathian plate for me. And this battle was really redonkulous. As you see, I got ran over by the Pink Rathian and I'm like, wow, that was a really sloppy dodge. This was only the 2nd time I ever had to revive fighting a pink 6-star Pink Rathian, and I was kind of pissed. After this battle just ends up becoming flawless, and I start just breaking it left and right. But this one was really, really rough. I was like, what the hell? I was like, 9 times out of 10, I never get hit by that attack, and I'm just like, wow. On this day, you know what? It's the first time for everything, and here we go. And it's the first time I got blasted by that move just like out of nowhere. Especially from a 6-star Pink Rathian, it really sucks because of the fact that despite that beautiful perfect evade right there, you see how it just wipes out your entire HP bar. Even though my gear is pretty well lit. That was a really sloppy ult, but you know what? At the end of the day, I was still able to take this thing out and I was really happy because I was like, you know what? I hope this battle is really worth it because I tried to break its back here but didn't work out and I was like, man, you know what? Please drop a freaking plate. Please drop it. Please, pretty please, with a cherry on top. You're Pink Rathian. I love pink. And then after it dropped it, I was just like, I yelled yes like really loud in my car. And I think someone was walking their dog next to me. And they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? And I was like, I just got a Rarity 5 Pink Rathian plate. You wouldn't understand that. You're not about that life. And here's my 3rd highlight for the boosted spawns on day 1. This is my 90th Pink Rathian slain. As you see, this battle was insanely clean. I managed to take out the left wing within not 5 seconds, but like 10 seconds. And then I'm targeting the left wing, managed to take that one out. But I was getting pretty mad after this, because after I took out the right wing, I just couldn't, for the life of me, hit its freaking back. Like, come on, let me break your back, girl. Like, you know, you don't need that. I just want those parts. I thought the ult would do it for me, but then it's just, I mean, it's just, the ultimate attack just didn't come through. And then I tried to target here, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna kill you. It wasn't worth it. I still got a rare 2 drop out of it, so I was totally worth this battle anyways. And after looking at it, as you see here, you go back down, bam, 90th kill. I had enough time to where I could still hit 100 kills and beyond, so I was like, you know what, this is freaking crazy. I love this event. But yes, I was gunning for 100 kills. 100 was my goal overall, but I didn't know it was going to be this good. So you know what? We're going for 100 tonight. And here's my 4th highlight. Here it is. The 100th kill. 100 Pink Rathian slain. I was just looking at her and I was like, man, you know what? I can't believe it. I'm about to meet my goal for the entire 3-day boosted window on the very first freaking day. I'm taking a little longer here because what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out and make a plan for the rest of the Rathian. So what I'm doing right now and I'm going to do on my notes is I'm using my alt account to look around and see what the best route is to take after I take this one out. I do it every time unless I already know like the route I'm taking to the next Rathian or if there's like a cluster of them. This battle wasn't as clean. I was kind of pissed I took that attack, but you know what? It was okay because I went to 100 HP. So I didn't take a lot of damage for the previous battle, so my HP was maxed out. Able to take out the right wing, kind of bummed it didn't happen right when it was flying in the air, because if you take out the wings when it flies in the air, you're able to bring it to the ground. But that shot was amazing. I was like, yo, that's some sniper-like power right there. As you see, I was able to take it out, and I was just absolutely like, I was like, wow, that shot was amazing. That shot was really freaking cool. It's like when it felt like I was shooting again in the military because the M4 is my greatest weapon. You know, on that day, I was just, you know what, I'm just gonna shoot you with my M4 and be like, it's game. So, it was a great, yeah, I still had time after this actually, so after slaying the 100th Pink Rathian, I was like, alright, you know what, I still have more time. Because this was at 7:24 p.m. So I still had more than half an hour to take out more. So I was like, yo, I still have 36 minutes. This is gonna be nuts. I'm like, I'm gonna go take this thing out. So that was actually, so as you see here, that was the 99th Pink Rathian, and this one's gonna be the 100th. So I wanted to do, there were two right next to each other. That was just a super clean shot, so I wanted to put both battles in this piece right here. So I knew I was getting close. I was like, you know what, 99, 100, super clean battle. Wasn't able to take out the back, but you know, that's okay. I got a rarity 3 on the first one. Second one didn't give me a lot anything, but here we are, 100 Pink Rathian. Couldn't believe it. I was like, all right, you know what, let's go ham. Let's go hard for the last 36 minutes and see how many more I can kill. And here are my final highlights for what boosted spawns in day 1. I ended the day at 109 Pink Rathian slain. I had some travel time between the last 36 minutes because there wasn't a cluster of them at the end of it. It kind of sucked, like when I pretty much wiped out the biome like near the end, so I didn't really have a lot of kills for the final minutes. I think I had to drive down a bit for like the left side, and it was like a really clear one-way road. It was like super easy for me to do, but it was still a little annoying because when you're in the mountains, when you're in the mountain area, like where I was at over here, you're like, man, it's not a huge slope like San Francisco, but it's a slope. So I was like, man, this is kind of annoying. And this one was paintball because I found this 6-star Pink Rathian, the final one I had at 7:59 right before the event ended. This was literally smacked down a little bit after 7:59, so I was like, you know what, alright, I'm gonna paintball this and then take it out. But ended up being able to take it down, and it dropped some pretty sweet gear anyway. I mean, some pretty sweet materials anyways. And I was super happy with the results. I took out a total of 54 Pink Rathian in 3 hours. 54 in 3 hours. After starting at 55. So I started at 55 Monday through Friday before the event, before the boosted rates for the event went off, and I almost doubled it. I nearly doubled it. Had I just found one more, I would have done it. And I was like, I'm super happy. After all the hard work I've put in, I can't believe I was able to kill this much in 3 hours. Just 3 hours in comparison to the entire week. And at last, the final boosted rates event review. This was the best event ever. The boosted event rate window was such a huge improvement from the Diablos invasion event. There were so many more Pink Rathians than I've seen Black Diabloses, and it was just nuts. It was insanity. I was like, this is insane. Thank you, Capcom. I refuse to believe Niantic had a lot to do with it because a huge improvement like this has never happened in Pokemon Go. If you are a day one or a long-term playing Pokemon Go player like I was, oh my gosh, there has never been like this, even for live events. I have been to 8 different countries. I've played Pokemon Go events where it was terrible and when it was amazing, and there was never an improvement like this. For example, when I was at the Go Safari in Dortmund, I played it for 3 days. So I played day 1, day 2, day 3. Day 1 was amazing, but day 2 and day 3 had terrible connecting issues. It was terrible. I was like, why is there so many connectivity issues? On a live event, I traveled halfway around the world to play this event, and on day 2 and 3 it was terrible. Luckily, day 1, it was my main account, but still, it was absolutely terrible. So, thank you, Niantic. Kudos to you. Big hand claps for you. You deserve all the... Oh my gosh, you're an amazing company. And I'm super glad I quit Pokemon Go for Monster Hunter now. And I'm looking forward to the final 2 days, and it's really nice to have that break after Friday night, so you aren't hitting the FOMO to hunt more before the boosted window on Saturday and Sunday for 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. timeframes. I think it's a good idea to have that break because there's so many spawns. Unless you've done this like for a long time or at long periods of time like I have for like 8 to 10, 12, 10 or hours or more a day, it's good to have that break and rest so that you can wait till 1 p.m. the next day for the 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. timeframes on the weekend. With that being said, here are some tips and tricks. Start at biome borders with multiple biomes near. This will ensure you have a high chance of one of those biomes switching to forest when the event starts. So when the event starts, your biome will switch. So whatever biome you're in, it might switch, and it might be a forest, it might not. So the best chances for you to have a forest right when the event starts is to make it so that you have multiple biomes near you. So start at a border, have multiple biomes near you, and poof, it's very likely one of them will hopefully become a forest biome. The more biomes you have near the border or near you, the better. All accounts have the same spawns in the boosted rate window. This was confirmed by me battling with someone in the group, and then the pink Rathian in front of me, which was right here, was disappeared from me after. So the group battle was probably for that pink Rathian right there, and then disappeared. So all of your accounts have the same spawns. So I wasn't wrong. For the boosted rates, you will have all the same spawns for all of your accounts. So I was right. You can use your main account to hunt and the alt account as a map for maximum efficiency. So for example, you can use your, you can use the main, you can just hunt with the main and then the account just look around and use as a map since they all have the same spawns. This is helpful if you have to tag a pink Rathian, then pull over somewhere near to battle it. For example, I was pulled over I was about to take a U-turn and then there was actually a pink Rathian in front of me when the map loaded and I was like, oh, well, I can't battle it here because it's not safe. So I tagged it and then I used my alt to find the best path to the next cluster of pink Rathians and then boom. Easy, pulled over, battled that one, and I was already in position to take out the next cluster right there. It might be worth it to battle pink Rathian solo instead of a group if you can take it out fast enough, because this saves you time from when you have to wait for all your players to load in and invite everyone. So waiting for everyone to be ready, waiting for everyone to do that can be time consuming if you're all in the same car especially, or if you're all playing in a group. One person you can either just battle when you walk or battle when you're driving, so that the passengers can battle and then you could just wait and then you save time. Best way to do it. And if the event is about to end in 1 minute, for example 3:59 p.m., then paintball the last pink Rathian just in case something happens. Totally worth it. You can also battle a paintball pink Rathian 3 times thanks to the new update, so totally worth it. I hope you enjoyed this review, and do me a huge favor. These are some sweet drops, by the way. Like, subscribe, and comment for the YouTube algorithm. I would really appreciate it. Good luck on your grinds, and I will see you and your events. I hope you all get all the pink Rathian in the world. I wish you all the best of luck, and I will see y'all on the next one.